Welcome to another Dumagetti IELTS.com IELTS speaking part 1. Today's topic is plans. Here we can see financial plans, and here sequence: plan, do, check, act. So things that you can do as part of a plan. So let's look at some vocabulary that you can use when talking, or when answering, should I say. Plans is a noun. Generally, when we're speaking, we say, what are your plans for the evening? Or what plans do you have? We do not say, what is your plan? It's very unusual in English to say this. In other languages, it's probably exactly what you mean, one plan. But we never say this in English. So if you're going to ask a question, you would say, what are your plans for this evening? What are your plans for the weekend? So bear that in mind when speaking. A plan: if you have a specific plan, you will use individual or plan. My plan is to pass my IELTS exam. Allocate: so it's a verb. You decide how much of something you want to give, how much time you're going to allocate to doing this or doing this, how much money you're going to allocate to your vacation or to buying a new car. It's deciding how much of something you're going to use, whether it's time, money, people, anything. In advance: it's a phrase, and we use it after a verb. To pay in advance, to set up something in advance, to go in advance. So it comes after the verb. To plan ahead: again, it's a phrasal verb. It means to make a plan a long time before you do something. I like to plan ahead. So, for example, it's now June. Some people are actually planning for next year. They're planning really far ahead. Scupper, and it's a verb. We use it when something stops your plans from happening or your plan from happening. For example, I was going to go to the beach today. I planned to go swimming in the sea, but the weather has scuppered my plans. It means I can't go because the weather stopped me from doing it. Time management: often used in business to talk about managing time, but you can use it in a personal basis. My time management skills are good or terrible or whatever. Plans, daily plans. Very self-explanatory, things that you plan for every day. Routine, things that you do every day or most days. To come up with, a phrasal verb. To think of something. To be running late means to be behind your schedule. So if something happens, you have a schedule, and something gets delayed, everything after that will be behind, as we say. So, for example, if I had a meeting, I'm at work and I had a meeting at 2:30. I had another meeting that was going to finish at 2 p.m. And then I would get 30 minutes to get to my next meeting and prepare. But my other meeting didn't finish till 2:15 because it overran. We say it overran. So I only get 15 minutes to get to my next meeting, but it's too far away. That's why I gave myself 30 minutes. I won't be able to get there in 15 minutes. I'll get there in maybe 25 minutes. So in this case, I could say I'm running 10 minutes late. Okay, so it's an idiom, of course. 4 questions. What is the hardest part about making plans? What is the latest plan you made? Do you make plans every day? Are you good at managing your time? Again, 4 suggestions, 4 answers. I give you 1 example. Legend at the bottom for underlined expressions or vocabulary. What is the hardest part about making plans? Let's start with the first one. The organization. I find it easy to write down what I want to do, but then the tricky part is to arrange the items into a coherent structure to carry out. What is the latest plan you made? To change my health routine, I'm going to allocate more time to exercise and my diet. I really feel that it will benefit me later in life if I do it now. Do you make plans every day? It depends. It depends on which part of the week it is. During the week, I have to do time management for my job. I have a very intense job and everything needs to be organized to the letter. But at weekends, I take a break and do not think more than 1 hour ahead. This answer is slightly longer, so you can remove this. I have a very intense job. You don't need that, but I think it's good because it gives you some extra vocabulary. Intense job and to the letter, which are explained down there. Are you good at managing your time? Let's choose a kind of negative one. Not very good. Not very good. My biggest failing is that I seem to think that there are more hours in the day than there actually are, and take too long or allocate too much time to each thing I do. This means I am often running late. Okay, again, quick video, quick answers. Review the video, review the answers, choose answers that you feel are more suitable to you or reflect your life, because it will be easier to answer questions that you actually are true for you. And I've said this, but I haven't actually completed it, so I'll complete it. As a final piece of advice, make sure you do your research. Again, as we were saying before, plans, time management, etc., is different in different places. I don't think there's that much of a difference because people have very similar lives in different countries. They go to work or go to school or whatever. They have the same or similar leisure time. So I think that the answers should cover most people, unless your structure is very different. If it is, do some research. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe. And hopefully, as I said, the more subscribers we get, we'll be able to start doing live streaming very shortly. I don't really want to do live streaming at this moment until we get a nice build up of subscribers. So keep practicing. More importantly, make sure you practice every day and make sure that you review well and keep focused. Okay, see you in the next video.